Have you ever found yourself lying awake at 3 in the morning, making yet another trip to the bathroom, wondering if this is just your new reality? You're certainly not alone. Millions of older adults struggle with frequent nighttime urination, a condition doctors call nocturia, and most believe the only solution is simply drinking less water before bed. But what if everything you thought you knew about nighttime bathroom trips was wrong? What if the real answer isn't about how much you drink but when and how you drink it? Leading urologists and bladder specialists have discovered something remarkable. The solution to nighttime urination isn't deprivation or expensive medications. It's about understanding your body's natural fluid balance and working with it, not against it. Today, we're going to explore 4 powerful natural secrets that can reduce your nighttime bathroom trips within just 3 days. These aren't complicated medical procedures or costly treatments. They're simple adjustments to how you manage hydration, body temperature, kidney rhythms, and muscle control throughout your day. The fourth secret, in particular, offers a potentially life-changing approach that most people never consider. These methods do more than just reduce bathroom trips. They protect your kidney and bladder health, improve your sleep quality dramatically, and restore the daytime energy you thought was gone forever. We'll discuss how salt and water balance affects your nighttime urination, why the temperature of your water matters more than you'd imagine, how bladder muscle tone influences those urgent signals, and behavioral strategies that can actually retrain your bladder's communication with your brain. By the end, you'll have a complete understanding of why your body behaves this way and exactly what you can do about it starting tonight. Let's begin with the first secret, one that surprises almost everyone who learns it. The balance between salt and water in your body is absolutely crucial for controlling nighttime urination. Here's what's happening inside your body that you probably don't realize. When you consume excess sodium throughout the day, your body responds by retaining water to dilute that salt and maintain proper balance. This retained fluid accumulates in your tissues, especially in your legs and ankles if you spend much time sitting or standing. You might notice swelling by evening, which is your body's visible sign of this fluid retention. But here's where it gets interesting. When you lie down at night, gravity no longer pulls that fluid into your lower extremities. Instead, it redistributes back into your bloodstream. Your kidneys detect this sudden increase in blood volume and respond by working overtime to remove the excess fluid, producing more urine than usual. This is why you wake up needing the bathroom, sometimes multiple times. Your kidneys are simply doing their job, processing the fluid your body retained all day because of excess salt intake. The foods contributing to this problem might surprise you. Obviously, salty snacks are culprits, but so are processed meats like deli turkey and ham, canned soups that seem innocent but contain shocking sodium levels, pickles and olives, store-bought sauces and salad dressings, and even seemingly healthy items like crackers, breakfast cereals, and bread. The sodium hides everywhere in modern processed foods, accumulating throughout your day without you realizing it. So how do you fix this? Start by significantly reducing high-sodium foods at dinner. This is your most important meal for controlling nighttime urination. Replace salt with fresh herbs that add tremendous flavor without the sodium. Parsley, dill, and basil work beautifully. Use lemon juice or vinegar to brighten flavors naturally. During the morning and afternoon, drink water consistently to help flush excess sodium from your system before evening arrives. Don't wait until you're thirsty, because by then you're already behind. Here's another crucial strategy many people overlook. Include potassium-rich foods at lunch or early dinner. Bananas, avocados, and spinach help your cells release fluid steadily throughout the day rather than holding onto it until nighttime. This creates a more balanced, consistent fluid pattern that your kidneys can handle without producing urgent nighttime signals. Within just days of balancing your salt and water intake properly, you'll notice fewer nighttime bathroom trips. The swelling in your legs and ankles will diminish. You'll sleep through the night more consistently. Your daytime energy will improve dramatically because your sleep is no longer constantly interrupted. You'll feel more confident and less anxious about whether you'll make it through the night without waking. Now let's move to the second secret, something so simple yet so powerful that many people can't believe it makes such a difference. The temperature of the water you drink directly influences how often you need to urinate at night. When you drink cold water, especially if you drink it quickly, you're essentially shocking your system. Your body must work to warm that cold fluid to match your core temperature. This process stimulates your kidneys to work faster and triggers your bladder to respond more urgently. Cold water consumed rapidly also tends to pass through your digestive system more quickly, reaching your bladder faster and creating that urgent feeling sooner. In contrast, warm or room temperature water is absorbed more gradually and gently by your body. It doesn't trigger the same urgent response. Your system processes it calmly, allowing for better distribution throughout your tissues rather than rushing it straight to your bladder. Here's what urologists recommend. Throughout your day, sip warm or room temperature water slowly. Don't gulp it down. Think of hydration as a gentle, continuous process rather than something you do in quick bursts. Establish a specific ritual about 3 hours before bed. Drink half a glass of warm water, sipping it slowly over about 10 minutes. Then stop all fluid intake. This gives your body time to process and balance that hydration without creating a midnight emergency. The relationship between water temperature and your core body temperature matters more than most people realize. Your body temperature naturally drops slightly as you prepare for sleep. This is part of your circadian rhythm. Drinking cold water in the evening disrupts this natural cooling process, potentially signaling your kidneys to increase activity at exactly the wrong time. Warm water, on the other hand, supports your body's natural temperature regulation, helping everything stay balanced and calm. People who switch from cold to warm water report remarkable changes within just days. They wake fewer times during the night. Their bladder feels less urgent and more controlled. Their sleep becomes deeper and more refreshing. Their overall sense of bodily comfort improves significantly. This single adjustment, costing nothing and requiring minimal effort, can transform your nights from frustrating interruptions to peaceful, restorative rest. The third secret addresses something fundamental that changes as we age. Your bladder's control rhythm depends heavily on muscle tone in your pelvic floor and lower abdomen. As these muscles lose strength over time, they can no longer support your bladder as effectively. This leads to premature urgency signals. Your bladder tells your brain it's full when it's actually only partially filled. Your nervous system becomes hypersensitive, overreacting to normal bladder sensations. But here's the encouraging news. Gentle, consistent exercises can retrain these muscles and restore proper communication between your bladder and brain. You don't need gym equipment or strenuous workouts. Simple, mindful movements performed daily create dramatic improvements. Start with breathing and posture work. Sit or stand comfortably, place one hand on your lower abdomen and breathe deeply through your nose, allowing your belly to rise. Then exhale slowly through your mouth while gently tightening your lower abdominal muscles. Do this for just 5 minutes daily, perhaps while watching television or before bed. Light walking after meals, especially after dinner, improves circulation throughout your lower body and prevents fluid from pooling in your legs. You don't need to walk far or fast. A gentle 10-minute stroll around your home or yard makes a significant difference. Add gentle lower body exercises like seated or standing leg lifts, simple calf raises while holding a counter for balance, and slow, controlled squats if you're able, using a chair for support if needed. Before bed, do mild stretching targeting your hips, thighs, and lower back. These areas connect directly to your pelvic floor, and releasing tension there reduces pressure on your bladder. Hold each stretch gently for about 30 seconds, breathing deeply and relaxing into the movement. Never push into pain. This is about releasing tension, not building flexibility. The psychological benefits of this approach are just as important as the physical ones. When you actively work to strengthen bladder control, you restore confidence that you thought was permanently lost. Anxiety about potential leakage or urgent trips diminishes. Your nervous system learns to communicate more effectively with your bladder, creating a calmer, more controlled relationship. Clinical studies show that seniors combining mindful movement with proper hydration balance report approximately 40% improvement in nighttime bladder stability within just 1 week. Beyond bladder benefits, you'll notice improved overall circulation, better balance and stability, reduced lower back discomfort, and a general sense of feeling lighter and more in control of your body. Now we arrive at the fourth and perhaps most powerful secret. Your bladder has developed a learned reflex, a habitual pattern of waking you at night even when it's not truly full. Breaking this cycle requires conscious retraining, but the results can be genuinely life-changing. Your bladder and brain communicate constantly, and over time they've established patterns that become automatic. The good news is that patterns can be changed, usually much faster than you'd expect. Start by establishing rock-solid consistency in your daily routines. Go to bed at the same time every night and wake at the same time every morning, even on weekends. This aligns your body's internal clock, which directly influences kidney hormone regulation, particularly a hormone called vasopressin that reduces nighttime urine production. When your schedule varies wildly, these hormones become confused and stop working effectively. When you wake at night with a mild urge to urinate, pause before automatically rushing to the bathroom. Lie still, breathe slowly and deeply, and give your brain and bladder a moment to recalibrate. Often you'll find the urgency wasn't as intense as it first seemed. This pause helps break the automatic response pattern. Obviously, if the urge is genuinely strong, go to the bathroom. But if it's mild or moderate, practice waiting a few minutes and breathing through it. During daytime, practice bladder training by gradually extending intervals between bathroom visits. If you currently go every hour, try stretching it to 1 hour and 10 minutes for several days, then 1 hour and 20 minutes. This teaches your bladder to hold more comfortably and reduces its hypersensitivity. Avoid the habit of making just-in-case bathroom visits before bed. If you don't actually need to go, don't force it. This preserves your bladder's natural capacity and prevents it from becoming overly sensitive to small amounts of urine. Before sleep, use visualization and mindfulness techniques. Lie in bed, place your hand on your lower abdomen, breathe deeply and slowly, and imagine your bladder is calm, relaxed, and perfectly controlled. Visualize sleeping peacefully through the night without interruption. This mental rehearsal actually influences your nervous system's regulation of bladder function. It sounds simple, almost too simple to work, but neuroscience confirms that mental imagery affects physical function powerfully. Keep a brief journal for 1 week, tracking your fluid intake, what you eat, and when you use the restroom. Patterns will emerge that help you identify specific triggers. Perhaps that evening cup of tea is more problematic than you realized. Maybe that salty afternoon snack consistently leads to nighttime issues. Once you identify your personal triggers, you can adjust accordingly with precision rather than guessing. Most people following this bladder reprogramming approach notice significant improvements within just 3 to 5 nights. They wake less frequently. When they do wake, they fall back asleep more easily. Their overall sleep quality improves dramatically, leading to better daytime mood, sharper mental clarity, and restored energy levels. The anxiety about nighttime bathroom trips fades, replaced by confidence and peace. Nighttime urination affects far more than just your sleep. It impacts your energy, mood, confidence, and overall quality of life. But your body is remarkably adaptable, capable of making significant positive changes quickly when you work with its natural rhythms rather than against them. By applying these 4 secrets together, balancing salt and water intake, controlling water temperature, strengthening bladder-supporting muscles through mindful movement, and reprogramming bladder signals with consistency and awareness, you create a comprehensive approach that addresses every aspect of nighttime urination. Your bladder and kidney health will strengthen. Your sleep will deepen and become more restorative. Your daytime vitality and mental sharpness will improve noticeably. You'll rediscover the simple joy of sleeping through the night without interruption, waking refreshed and ready to embrace your day. These aren't distant possibilities. They're achievable results that many people experience within just days of implementing these strategies. So here's what I want you to do right now. Choose just one of these 4 secrets to start with today. Perhaps you'll switch to warm water and establish that 3-hour cutoff before bed. Maybe you'll begin tracking your salt intake and adding those potassium-rich foods to your lunch. Perhaps you'll start those simple breathing and stretching exercises tonight. Or maybe you'll commit to a consistent bedtime and practice that pause and breathe technique when you wake at night. Start with one habit, experience the improvement, and then add another. Small, consistent actions create remarkable transformations. Leave a comment below telling us which secret resonated most strongly with you and how you plan to implement it starting today. Share this video with friends or family members who struggle with nighttime urination. You might transform someone's life simply by sharing what you've learned today. Subscribe to our channel for more practical, natural health solutions designed specifically for older adults who want to thrive, not just survive. Your golden years should be about vitality, confidence, and living fully. Peaceful, uninterrupted sleep is your foundation for everything else. You deserve it, and now you know exactly how to achieve it.